Um, I'm cold. So I watched an Eckhart Tolle video that about non-attachment today. I really felt like I needed it. I watched it this morning when I woke up. I'm trying to get in the habit of waking up in the morning and watching something, either inspirational or that's more like positive and geared towards feeding my brain instead of depriving it and damaging it in some way. So I watched this video and it really hit me, and it was about non-attachment, but it was shocking that he talked about like the relationship with people with their dogs, and then of course I was emotional. um but the cool thing that he said, he has like a theory about how um part of why people almost grieve sometimes more about their pets, their dog, is because there's this the relationship of being more that connection with an animal. So like, which I when he said that, I was like, oh my god, that's exactly it. Like I felt that so much on a level that I've never felt with another being. With him, because it was like automatic and natural, and my being connected with his being. And when I say that, I know what I think he's saying is not necessarily on the physical sense, but the beyond sense was just locked in immediately, like from the beginning that we, met each other. And so um like looking in his eyes, and he even talked about when you look in their eyes, there's a connection there. There's like something that, with most humans, there's all these walls and um expectations and things that, the ego gets a hold of that relationship on both sides. But with animals, it's not there, and therefore the human doesn't have that barrier. So it really hit me, and it made me really emotional, and it really made me understand even more so why the connection was so great and is so great. um but also kind of reminding me of, you know um in terms of the non-attachment part, like to remember that that state of being is always an infinite. And while there there need not be that attachment to the physical, because that being state is always, um that gave me a sense of peace, and also reminded me that therefore to have these attachments to other humans, or especially when, for me, it's often it's in some sort of like romantic relationship, or that kind of, um or the like a partner in that sense. I would often start to become attached, um and and have these like, and it's because of fear, because fear of that, the losing of that person. But when you have that attachment, that fear always, it almost always works to the demise of that relationship, because you have that attachment. But to remember that, to be in that state of being similar to how you are with your pet, and and like understanding like that the being state is infinite, and to just appreciate that all the time. And then to remember that the physical is temporary. It will not last. That is just our dimension, and us as human beings. It will not last. It is temporary. And that is okay, because the thing that you really are, the thing that we all are, is infinite, and it's where we all connect anyways. So to be attached to this is strange. It's kind of comical in a way. Um, so if you really want to kind of relax, and to remember that you can let go of the attachment to the physical, and when you connect to that other state, that being state, there's not only peace, but often it makes your relationships with it makes your relationships better because you're not trying to control something and you're not trying to hold on to something or make something that it's not, and gripping it so tightly and having expectations. And all of that's conditional. It's not really love anyways, it's conditional, right? So that's what I was working with today. And then I meditated and worked, and yeah, so there you have it. I'll see you tomorrow. A couple more days, 2 more days of this, 2 more days of this. Don't get attached. I love you. Bye.